like seeing people from Southern California here.
Huntington Beach? That's my hometown. I was born in Huntington Beach.
Now he gets to traverse all the way to the real parts of California. Coming up and over the teeter-totter down and into no problem there. Through the parallels, looping around. Nice body posture.
Yeah, look at him shifting his weight nicely to the outside as he takes that corner.
Got some nice clutch control there. Ducking his head. One of the drops. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now that is not a deduction for those standing in the stands. It's just a point of pride if you can manage to miss all of them.
I've actually hit one of those and it hits your helmet hard. Coming around here, looping through. Good body posture once again. Getting up on to the line. Keeping his tires on. Oh, shifting his weight.
Off balance and he clears it.
Up and through, up and over the humps.
Over the boobies.
Body position changes. He goes over the humps there. Coming now through the parallel logs into the stale alert. Moving around now. Once again, very good body posture. Got really nice lines here.
In this kidney bean shaped, and it gets a little skinny in there. You might not be able to see from the stands, but it actually gets a little skinny. So that line judge is really
Oh,
good.
he goes! Oh my goodness! Oh, an otherwise very good-looking score, blemished by the shenanigans at our cones.
Remember, this is where he can put his foot down now. He has somebody aiming at him. So riders will have not only a difficult challenge of getting balls into the hoop, but they have to do it while having someone toss a water balloon at them.
All right, second ball going up and through. Up, he makes it. Let's see if he can do 3 for 3. What's up?
And he's good.
He makes it. Now, another challenge involving small, fuzzy tennis balls.
And this is actually a difficult one. He has to get all 3 balls off of those stakes and into that barrel without putting a foot down, but he can do it any way he wants to, according to the judges.
Oh, you got 2 balls. 3. And he goes.
Oh, and he does it.
Fantastic run and down and off. First rider. Fantastic
Well
job.
done, Alfredo. Woo!
Setting a high, up and moving, standing up on her bike. Up and over the parallels, going up onto the teeter-totter.
Yeah! I love that she does it in style in a tutu also. My tutu is green. I like that hers is red.
All right, coming up over the bumps here. Nice clutch control.
Tricia has
Oh, yeah!
Nice! Tricia has great control on this bike. Tricia was in our class last year, my women's only ADV class, and she absolutely rocked it on this bike, as you can probably imagine.
She's a definite proponent of training. She takes training off, and I see her bumping a little bit as she makes her way around. Oh, she has to put her foot down.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh, skirts the auto balance area. Has to miss the parallel. Goes enough off the beam.
So she's going to shake that off. She's going to head into the Motorrad Angels dip and up over the
Good body posture there. She makes her way over. Coming into the parallels now.
This year, Tricia did the slow speed training, which I actually really wanted to do, but we had too many things scheduled, so I couldn't do.
Going through. No, goes down in the kidney stone. Oh my goodness.
And what do we know about that fall from her position when she came off that bike?
It tells us a lot. It tells us that her weight was in the right place.
She was absolutely in the right place.
No! Stand up on the bike just as she was taught. Always celebrate the fall.
And sometimes you can do everything right, have your weight in the right position, and something else just goes wrong. And we saw that she had her weight in the exact right position because she did that run right off the bike and she was underneath it.
The other alternative is when they fall over and you see them pinned under the bike.
And that is no bueno. So we are happy to see her do that.
All right, the kidney claims its first victim. Looping around now. Come around. Let's see if she makes it. Oh, she has to go wide bump the cone.
That is a tight corner right there. That is not the first time someone has gone out of bounds there.
Really gotta
All right,
set
she's
your
coming
line
up to
right.
the basketballs.
All right.
Let's see. Now I'm going to tell you guys, it's not the easiest thing to hold up the weight of a motorcycle while throwing a basketball.
2 down. 3 down.
Nicely done.
Now going over to the tennis balls. Let's see what her technique is here. She gets into it again. She's using her clutch to modulate power.
right, Trisha.
Debut competition on the motorcycle. She's never had any off-road training. She's on.
Which is a little odd considering that you and I are both off-road trainers.
We just haven't gotten around to it.
But Haley has not yet had any off-road training, so this will be her first go on some dirt.
I think you should set her up. I can't set her up.
She's got a BMW CE02 electric motorcycle.
And Haley hails from Prunedale, California. This is her local club as well.
All right.
Off you go, Haley.
I have no eyes
Anytime
here.
you're ready as well.
Oh, she's up and moving. She gets up on the parallel, goes down nicely.
Very nice.
Comes up to the teeter-totter, her first time ever on a teeter-totter. Makes it
Oh,
go!
good boy!
Going through the parallels, looking good, making her first
Nicely
turn.
done.
Rides her way through.
And I will tell you, these are not 19-inch front wheels. These are much smaller, so these obstacles actually feel quite a bit bigger on these little bikes.
Got it going down. Making her way around the course.
Up and over the fluffy humps.
No quick down yet. Still in bounds. Hurry up. On the single beam. Makes her way. Keeping her eyes up.
Well done! Nicely done.
Goes through the bit of despair, going up and over the humps now.
Haley up and over the boobies and into
Number
the
two.
parallel logs.
Going through the launch now.
They're not really parallel, are they? Those are not parallel.
Going into the kippy run now. Looping her way through. Working through the turn. This is the thing that's been getting everybody.
This turn right down
Go
here,
tight.
it's really tight.
Oh,
she
she
put
put
the
down
foot
twice.
down.
But stays in bounds. Coming up and now to the basketball net. Now Haley has never been good at basketball. She's very, very short. Oh, makes the first ball through. Makes the second one through. Oh my goodness, she gets nailed. And the third is through. Now it's got to go over to the tennis balls. Moving her way over, nice and easy. Oh, she has to put a foot down, misses the tennis ball, goes for the second one.
So one thing to know about these bikes is do not have a clutch. She cannot clutch her way through.
Oh, she makes two tennis balls in.
And they are very hard to keep momentum going on those bikes.
Powering up and through, and she's
Oh,
done.
nice run, Haley Thomas. Woo!
Haley Sumika Thomas.
1250 GSA, it's a young model, only 3,000 miles on the clock. And also, you might come to notice that it's got some music playing. Oh no, wait a minute, you didn't fill that bit in. Alright, never mind.
We're gonna have to make a tune for him.
Your own music, I guess. Alright, number 10, Matt, off you go.
All right, here comes another GS Adventure. 590 plus pounds, plus all of his accessories. Coming up and over the team tire, looking good, going through the parallels. Now going through the ditch of death. Drops down, looking good, body position is nice. Sitting down through the turn. Taking a casual approach to adventure riding, drops down through, barely touches those little headers up there. Moves his way down in. We see a little bit of trouble in this turn. Let's see how he pulls it off.
The little soft humps, they're kind of fluffy, so they trip you up a little bit.
They're a little intimidating. Oh, he has to put a foot
He
down.
loses his momentum.
Little too much clutch, not enough throttle. Has to put his foot down one more time. Coming out, riding the beam. Looking good so far. Clears the beam. Into the pit of death once again and up and over the humps. Moving his way through now on the not so parallel logs.
Into the kidney bean of death.
Moving his way around now. Remember that turn at the end of this kidney is really tough, and you gotta set your line just right. Moving his way through. Oh, it has to go out of bounds
Got a
there.
little out of bounds.
Coming around, getting really nice and close to the cones where he should be. Oh, has to put a foot down twice, 3 times. Chris King.
But he stays in bounds.
Yeah, that's the points to lose. Lose the down points.
Yep.
You can help it. Coming on through. Oh, look out! Oh, flash. Got 2.
Sometimes that splash is just enough to.
That's
Oh,
great.
well done.
All right, I'm gonna continue on. Let's see how his clutch play is as he makes his way over to the tennis balls. Doing a little feather there. He's got 1, 2, 3. Drops him in without putting the foot down. And he's up and through.
Paula decided to learn to ride off-road a couple years ago, and she has invested over and over in her training. And you will see that she gets to handle this 1250 around this course. She went out and rode with us.
Just make short work.
Now Paula was not going to be here today. Paula was going to go home because she had a party to go to. And my understanding is that Dennis Godwin said,
"Oh, bike is down! Paula is down!"
Is dropping a bike that big of a deal, Sean Thomas?
Dropping your bike is a time to celebrate. Hopefully Paula remembers to get a photo of herself while your bike is on its side. Now, there is
our photographer, yep.
If she was on 1300, she'd have a different issue right now.
That's true. If she was on the 1300, what would have happened, Sean Thomas?
The SOS button would have been activated, and she'd be convincing them that they don't need to send emergency medical services.
And Paula gets a hand getting that bike out there because that is what adventure riders do. We help our fellow riders.
So when we went on a ride with Paula, she lost her hat. It came off of her bike. And we realized we'd lost it about half an hour later, and so Paula and I went looking for it at very high rates of speed on very twisty roads. And she can lose her hat around me anytime, because that was some fun riding.
That being said, if anyone sees a hat with a whole bunch of pins on it, it is Paula's. Please bring it back to her.
Coming through now.
Now,
going through the dip.
Paula was challenged by Dennis Godwin. He said, I bet you a quarter that if I take you and show you the course, you will want to stay and ride this course. And she said, nah, that's not going to happen. Well, as it turns out, Dennis showed her that course, and she went to Dennis and said,
"Has to go wide, it makes it through."
That's right. And she said, "Here you go, Dennis." And she handed him this very dollar bill. And Dennis said, "Wait, let me get you some change." And she said, "Nope, that course is worth $1."
All right, first one is. Second basket is going, and it's in.
2.
And let's see, 3 for 3. Third basket.
Oh, 3 for 3 on that. Now she has to go for those tennis balls. They're littler, they're littler, but they're hard.
All right, going to tennis balls. Easing her way through now. Using that clutch play. Oh, has to go a little wide there. Throttling up. Putting those feeties down.
It's all right. We got one more to get. She sets herself up so she can get those 2 in and grabs the third one. 3 balls in and 1 obstacle left.
Up she goes around and through and down.
And follows through.
All right, Marky's up and moving. Off and over the logs. Going through the teeter totter. Takes a little bit of speed. The teeter totter shoots parallels now. Coming down through the ditch of death.
He's coming through this pretty quickly. Is this a timed event, Sean Thomas?
It is not a timed event.
Oh, and clears the obstacle.
Wow, coming through once again. There is no doubt that the skinny bike has its advantages on courses like this.
It definitely does. Although, the skinny bike also has skinnier wheels, so for this next obstacle, this one right here, that could be a little tougher. Oh, and it's staying on! Oh!
Alright, now coming through the not so parallel logs into the kidney beam. This seems to be the element. The one that makes or breaks the rider.
Let's see how the skinny bike does on the kidney bean of death.
Oh! Nice done. Going on through now.
Let's see if he can complete the basketball challenge while being pummeled. Hey, don't worry, dude. Your chain's been cleaned now. You just gotta oil it at the end.
All right. 1, 2, and 3. Oh! And he misses the third one. Oh my goodness, number 21.
2.5, and we don't round up in this competition.
Coming up to the place tennis balls. He's got 1. He's got 2. He's got 3. And he dropped.
Oh, we got 2.
2 out of 3. Coming on through and a nice run.
Klaus. Now, Klaus has got a story for you. He and I did Lippincott Road the other day in Death Valley. It was a fantastic ride. I don't know whether anyone else has done that, but it was really
We love Death Valley with all our hearts.
Oh, it was
such a beautiful
That's
place
an
to
amazing
ride.
night.
Yes, it is. And he's running the F800, which he had when we did that road. So it's the first F800 I think we've had on the track.
Very nice.
Very
F800 ready to go.
right,
number 49.
49 coming in.
Cloud,
Started.
show them what you can do.
This bike has the advantage of having the 21-inch front wheel. Shifts the weight of it to the back, makes it a little bit more agile. Traverses obstacles a little easier. Comes through, nice clutch and throttle control there. Loops his way around, drops his head down, completely clears the limbo.
Very nice. The only thing that made those moves was a breeze as he went by.
Coming on around now into the flat. Easy through the turn, has to put a foot down. Goes a little wide, stomps on that front brake, make sure it's still there. Now coming on through to... Oh, has to come off the beam.
Through that dip and up and over the boobies.
Coming on through the not so parallel locks, going toward the kidney bean, and that's the one that's going to tell us what kind of riding skill this individual has. And they make it through that tough turn at the end.
This 800 is a little tougher in that super tight turn than the bigger bikes.
And this bike in particular, there's not a lot of rotating mass, so you really have to be paying attention to your throttle and press control, or you will stall it. Makes a very torquey bike.
All right,
Going up
let's
there
see
now.
what you can do with these basketballs. 1 in, 2 in, 3.
Three in.
Got
Now.
some points for that one.
The fuzzy tennis balls. Always a difficult challenge. Come on up, grabs number 1, number 2, number 3, drops 2 out of 3 in,
You got 2.
and off the course. Well done by number 49.
Oh, you ready?
2023, that's number...
All right.
What's our number there, Nick?
Show them what you can do.
What's our rider number, Nick?
It was 15.
15.
Up and over the deep top, make sure we're back coming around. Got some speed. Keeping his eyes up as he moves his way around, shifting his body weight like a good adventure rider does. Shifting it, oh, smacks into a couple of the lumbars.
That's all right. That is a nice riding suit. You know, people are really upset about white riding suits. That's what I have, and what I like about it is it actually shows some dirt and it shows that I'm out riding my motorcycle.
Oh, goes down. Oh my goodness. The Clearwater lights are flashing like mad. The course is sideways with him.
And our
Lifting that
course
bike back
helps,
up.
helps him get that bike right back up. Dennis is heading out to his course to make sure that it's in good repair once he gets past it.
When you go through tight obstacles like that, a very important part of riding it is the sound the motorcycle's making. You have to keep your RPMs high enough to keep the bike from stalling like it just did, but you can't be looking at your RPM gauge because you're focused on the ride.
And Sean, what happens if you get your RPMs up too high?
You get too high, you get that tire breaking free, you get a skid, not even damage your clutch, and what happens if it goes too low?
If it goes too low, we all know we're going to lose a little momentum. We might even stall the bike, and that becomes the point where we might have to put a foot down. If those of us who are vertically challenged, putting a foot down is no good.
Not so parallel lock, not coming around into the kidney beam. The equalizer. Coming around. Looking good so far. Good clutch, throttle control.
Chooses a good wide line there.
Goes a little wide there. Has to. Oh, he
And he clears it.
That was a
Very
very good
done.
run. Coming up around now.
Dennis Godwin showed them the good line as he did the walkthrough with
Basketball
them.
net.
It looks like he took that to heart.
Comes through with all 3 now. The tennis ball, which consistently we've been getting 2 out of 3 on tennis balls. Of course, very rare we get somebody who gets all 3. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3. 3, oh, he's off the dirt!
2. And another bounce.
And he's off the course.
Nicely.
Picking up some speed, goes through, almost gets the front wheel off the ground. Has to go wide on the parallels there. Almost puts one down. Down. Oh my goodness! The shenanigans!
That's right. He's going right side. Very nicely done.
The bit of jet flames, it's first and not only the victim. Lights are back up right now. I'm back on number 68. Starting that bike up, sometimes the bike's tip. You gotta turn them off.
So yeah, sometimes you have to cycle them off and on, so you turn them back on again.
All right, getting the throttle up a little bit. Everything sounds good. And got that over.
Oh,
She's got to front and buried a little bit.
Yep.
So it's gonna take some finesse to get it moving.
There she goes.
There she goes. That's right. This that clutch has a nice smell to it. And she's up on, she has to go on down once again. She's recovering now, coming back in. She's now opted out of a course element. Moving through now the parallels.
She's kind of tall. I'm pretty sure she would have smacked into those.
Put her foot down as she goes around, goes a little wide. Oh, she dropped the bike a second time.
And she worked to hold that up, but her friend Lily from class is out here helping her pick that bike back up.
That's advantage of riding, my friends. You have issues like that, everybody comes in to help you. Ah, she's expecting a nice pose. In that bike up right, I believe the rule is that once you drop the bike twice in a course, they ask you to wave the white flag. We'll see. Oh, we have the audience begging to continue. Riders want to see some more.
Our audience wants to see you keep going. Keep going.
That's right, the riders want to see you keep going.
Our audience is spoken. Yeah, that's a lot of cheering for this rider.
That's a lot of support, ladies and gentlemen. That is exactly why we love adventure riding.
That is exactly right.
Of the support. We're all out here to look out for one another.
Emotional about that.
Alright, she's back up and moving now. Seeing her shake off some red stress, gets back up.
Deep breath.
Onto the beam, rides the beam, takes it all the way just about through the gorge of death, now up and over the humps into the semi-parallel line. She's carrying a lot of speed.
But she's also clearing those blocks.
Coming around now into the DPD. That's a little wide there.
Well, that's one way of making that turn.
She continuing on though, that's tenacity.
You will notice she did not put a foot down, ladies and gentlemen.
Coming up to stop now. See how her basketball prowess is. Oh, the water balloon comes through. This is the first shot. Going for the second. Second one makes it through. Oh my goodness, she goes extra wide. Coming up now.
I like it.
Misses two, all three of the tennis balls, but she continues on, coming up and over the final up. Oh, she goes off the edge! That was an amazing ride by the Gander.
Definitely our most amusing ride of the day.
I got a little pride right now. I'm feeling some pride.
He's been with the club 18 years. He's on an R80. Nearly as old as
Ooh, all right.
this one is the Gypsum Town of Fight. John, you ready? John's on his way.
Picked a good song, too. Coming up onto the long course, up and over, no problem at all. Up and over the T-Tunnel. Speed number 81, moving around the RAGS. Almost puts a foot down off the ground. He hovered that foot. I don't think that's off the ground. Foot goes down there. A little wide now, another dab.
I think we have a flat tracker here.
Smacks his melon on the Lombard course. This is the Lombard course.
Is he doing a Lombard course? I'm not even sure what that is.
The spinal tap course. Coming down through now. Tries to put a beat down once again to get through that, but cleans it otherwise. Comes over, misses the parallel line, pops up onto it, comes back up, pops up onto it again. Comes on down now. That's an adventure rider doing it their own way.
Technically, he rode that course twice.
Comes over the humps, into the not so parallel logs. Now, the kidney. Kidney being looking through now. Has to go a little wide there. Goes over the line. Resets up. Oh, he's going to have to go wide here, no doubt about it. And skims along the line. To make it through, he's got his eyes straight down, checking to make sure those tires are still there. Comes to a stop.
I definitely feel like we have a flat tracker here. You notice how he just skims that floor along as he goes?
Yeah, ready to go at all times.
Someone's been doing everything to him.
Rod drops the third basketball.
And our judges are super kind and hand it back to him. That's awesome.
Up and round now, going over to the tennis balls. He's got the first ball. Misses the second. Misses the third. Misses, dropping in the first one. Comes up and now, and the exits.
Very nicely done.
Number 81 on an R-ATS, the bike that started it all.
He has got 77777.
Wow.
So Lyle, that is amazing. I also wanted to know how it was that you could see the speedo.
Oh yeah, fine, I like it. I didn't send it over real like distracted. You got it, let's see what you got. There you go. That's his number, 51, David Lewis.
Number 51 coming up now. The last of the oil cool.
Last of the oil cool. That is a good looking bike shot on there.
Good clean. Oh, looking straight down. There he goes, recover a little bit, dropping his head, smacks it up. Coming around now.
All right, and as you hear these songs being played while they go through,
No, the way up there! Oh, the bike is spectacularly on its side. Its first drop ever in 7,000.
I think it's the fault of that one head that's right there. It's the same one every time.
Seems like that's the one that gets him. But the bike is well protected. It's back upright again. I'm going to take a moment now to thank our many volunteers that have come out and put through their all on behalf of Anya. Anya, the whip cracker, angry Anya, as we know her.
Awesome Anya is what I like to call her.
There's a name there for her.
Maybe amazing Anya.
She really asked a lot of you. She really appreciates you, and as do the rest of us for the work you put in. This cannot go through without volunteers.
That's right. So we give all of our thanks to the volunteers who organized not only this competition today, but the entire rally. Because this really is run on the backs of our volunteers, who are your fellow club members.
Good stuff. Bike is now upright again. It's running. I heard a little valve not indicate that the motor has been started.
And I see Dennis heading out to repair. The course, poor Dennis, his job is never done.
But up onto the beat, comes up the beat. Oh, my goodness! A running stop as he gets stripped up on a 2x10. Standing by his bike down, contemplating his life decisions. Angela's coming over to help. Bike is being lifted with the assistance.
Many hands make light work, even of an adventure.
All right, the rider is back up. Side stand kick. You got some applause from the audience. You'd like to see it continue. Go on over. Watch out for that 2x10. It's going to get you. Oh, it's running. It's always putting it up right on it.
All right.
Now he's got the... Oh, yes, come up a minute again. Oh, my goodness. He's got the free running. Indicate his path of travel. Coming down through the dip step. Going over the humps. Carries a little bit of speed. Gets hopped around his bike bit on the not-so-parallel logs.
He's making right turn while he's doing this.
Make his way through the
All right, easy beans.
That's actually a pretty good line.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
He's
one
got
nice slide there.
wide line.
Has one foot down, but stays inside. Not bad. Wrong. Good indeed. And let's do a top
This
now.
water balloon probably going to feel pretty good.
Correct it. Oh my goodness. You already have a balloon on that day. Going down, contemplating his drill.
He's being yelled at by the judges. We're not sure why.
We thought he had a leak on his motorcycle, it turns out.
It was just our water balloon thrower having amazing aim.
It's just typical rider fluid. Everybody experiences fear in different ways.
Right? If anyone has an extra pair of riding pants, you may need those before the TS challenge course this afternoon.
Nobody figured out how to go out with it. Tennis ball. Got tennis ball number 1. And number 2 is in. Number 3. Oh my goodness. Wow, through the course. You really never know what part of the course the weather's going to destroy. Nails the cheater, Connor. 71.
And RT for the dinner.
Looking good as she makes its way around the course. Right, let's pop.
Great.
Nice sweet, nice sweet.
Now, of course, noting that this is a smaller front wheel than all of the GS's. It does have a 18-inch on there, which means that these obstacles are a little tougher.
I've ridden these bikes at low speed, and it is a lot harder when you have narrow handlebars and a smaller front wheel. It's a lot amazing, man. Oh, I'm watching the path.
And a nobody's doing it.
3 steps now, up and over the hump. Hump number 1, clear. Hump number 2 gets a little straight on the belly pan. Around now into the next one, roll up. Now this is the make and break moment. The DVD
How do you go on paper?
has taken tremendous skill, going nice and wide, cut really, really tight there. Oh, it's number 71 showing us how it's done.
He definitely utilized some slow speed skills there. Maybe you're using them as much. Were you
You went by
move
one
that
guy.
body weight to the outside of that turn? And you did it just right.
Getting a little bit of that telltale valve knock. Those are 1250 RTs. They're going to be ridden at speed right around the dirt course. It's going to tell you when you win.
Oh, three tennis balls.
Oh, skip Eric welcome for NorCal NCS. Coming up and over. No problem on the logs. No problem. Either color was a speed through the parallel. No problem there. Turning tight. Going into the pit depth. Up and through. Getting the loop around. Good. Let's go. Control. Drop his head. Clear.
Clear from limbo.
Not bad. Comes down into this course. This area now is getting a little roughed up. People have been struggling here, but it's looking good. Really nice body posture. Has to put a foot down. No problem. Puts a foot down again. He's like running.
Fluffy hamster.
Watch the parallel. Off the beam a little early. Down through the dip. Up and over the hump. Oh, it gets the low. Nice low. Foot down.
When it makes it through,
Now to the not so parallel launch into the equalizer. Oh, has to go wide, goes out of bounds. Keeps backing down again. Skirting out of bounds. He goes to the hard turn. Coming through a little too tight. Has to go wide. Right around the cones. Just taking off course, heading over to Alaska. Now he's returning. Coming back up. Coming to the stop now. Watch now, we've got, oh my goodness, he gets stuck! One arm bounces off of his ample hip. Now, he's not going here. Misses the first. Misses the second. But that was good on right hand.
everything we're good.
Not bad at all. All right, we've got now the tennis balls. First ball has to come to a full stop, drops the ball under his central bag, ouch.
Oh, misses the second one, but reaches the next
He
one.
grabs it. Now he's just gonna go over the top. Misses! Goes so wide. Oh, he misses again. He's trying to reach for the third ball. Now he's got it in the clutches. And it goes in. One out of 3 ain't bad.
Not bad.
And he's off the course. Big round of applause. Good. Going to the team tire, carrying a lot of speed, comes down and through the parallels, has to go a little wide parallels, makes a turn. Oh, it's just a standard 1300.
Yeah, it's
Lights moving off. It's an adventure.
Because it does have similar lights to the Adventure, but this is standard. Like I mentioned, like the one I've been riding all weekend.
You've got a lot of bikes to use. Coming on through now, moving around into that rhythm course. Goes over the first set of humps, looking good. Tires are straight down to the front tire.
Look at Ryan's up on the humps.
Up onto the beam. Has to go on the beam. Has to put a foot down.
Martin, a reverse drive down that beam.
Cruises in over the humps, into the not parallel lots.
He's done a little customizing on this bike. He's got an extra brake light back there. That's really nice, right?
Going good first turn there. Now let's see what he does with this turn two. It's a little bit different. Oh, it goes a little funky line there. Has to go way out of bounds. Okay. Coming around now to the basketball court.
I think that you might be able to see it.
Oh!
You learn lights from space also. That is a good Instead of being cooled down, they're running.
Now to tennis ball. This is the second. Has to put a foot down. Misses the second one. Comes it up and over.
And into the air. That was nice.
Going over the logs. No problem there. Getting to the team cover. Carrying a nice pace. Comes up and over. Going through parallel. Making his first turn. Going to the mid depth. Up and over the hump bumps.
He's in a good attack stance there.
Has to put a foot down. Smacks in.
You'll notice he gets his elbows up so that he's ready for anything that comes his way. You let that spike move underneath him.
Push around, that's a smack into some of the boundaries. Oh, has to put a foot down now, go through some of the fluff. Foot goes down again, almost stops the mic, but keeps it upright. Now, onto the beam. Tires are on the beam, he's making his way through, looking good. And he clears the beam!
Nice.
Into the mid depth and up and over the humps. Into the not so parallel logs. Right. Going to the truth. Goes into the kicking. Goes nice and wide. Has to skin the outside. Should be getting down there. It's close. The line so far. His line looks good. Gonna cut it tight. Oh, it's gonna go wide. Head foot. Look at the hand goes out of bounds. Knocks over one of the cones. I'm coming over. Trying to get in the hoops. Oh! How much better? Fail.
I love that he looked right at her and was ready for it too.
And he's gonna pop that thing and gets off in it. Up.
Yeah, there we go.
Over to the tennis balls now. Number 13 coming out. Oh, he's a lot of speed to the tennis balls. 1, 2, 3. Did a great job on the tennis balls, but then had to skip the last obstacle that looks to me like he's keeping around. Number 13 is not going to allow that to go. Unobstacle. There we go.
He makes it happen.
Fine run.
Number 13 is weird stuff.
Amazing on you. It's getting ready to take the save. Let's go. Number 11.
Oh yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. Never been shy of the challenge. Juts out, gets him left over the wall. Up to the feeder tire, comes through. Keep a nice form there.
Looking around for her next obstacle.
Good, looks to the turn, keeping good clutch and follow control.
On that beautiful 1250 Adventure, that triple black. I love that bike.
I had the privilege of being with Arnie the very first time sticking off-road training course a long time ago. And he had skill then, she clearly has it now. Going down through the ribbon course. Wow! Just clear! The ribbon going up onto the beam. Clears the beam! Down through the humps, down, up and over the whoops. Comes through, good body posture, good front throttle control, but as we all know, this is the moment of truth. This is where it gets difficult. She goes into the kidney. The kidney moving through now. Has a nice line.
Nice throttle control.
Let's see your line here. Starts wide, good. Cuts in tight. Comes in a seated position. Bringing her bike to a stop. She's going to have to reach way up. Oh, my goodness.
We need to contact that water balloon manufacturer.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, the second try of gracious. We've got to get that thing to pop. We've got to see Ariel third try. Oh, and it bounces off of her again.
I think you should just go and walk it up.
There he is. He gets the basket made.
I'm just going to move it again. Going for the tennis balls now. First tennis ball, second tennis ball gets dropped. Third goes in.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
He's ready.
All right.
Number 31.
This is the first guy that's also guaranteed to do the GS challenge.
Oh, excellent.
Just it. I know.
There we go. He's got himself lined up here. The way to go. The dirt bikes have a huge advantage down here. They're lightweight. They're easy to maneuver.
And he's going to go through real fast. Oh, and he brought extra gasoline in case he runs out on the course. He's golden.
That's somebody that's done that before and will never do it again. Looking good. Oh, goes a little wide there. Coming through the stage. Getting ready to line himself up.
Man, once you go through wide once, you really have to combat that for the rest of it. And he made it through, he did.
Got a nice line there. Oh, nice body posture. Getting up on the beam now. Oh, and loses the beam. Has to put a foot down.
Good off for balance and a grind.
You know, the hump down is not so very long. Getting ready for a kitten beam. Getting his body really using that mic over, which is very nice. The more he leans, the higher the turn. Got a good line so far. Has to put a foot down. He goes out of bounds. Hits a cone. Now coming on over to the basketball. Oh, we have a missed ignition. Misses the second basketball.
Alright, he gets 2 in. Made no sense.
We go to the
Not really in that night.
lucky tennis balls. And 1. And misses 2. Misses 3. Drops the first one into the barrel and comes up and off. There we go. Our first winner.
Kevin Coleman on a GS adventure. He needs that adventure to haul around his 35 pounds of camp cooking gear.
Comes on over. The teacher kind of looking good. Goes to the 23 now. Looking good at that.
That is a beautiful bike, Sean Thomas.
Looks good. Very clean. That's a nice accessory. So that's put a foot down. Twice. Said looks good. Going into the snake down. Get ready for the women's course. Entering the women's course. Standing up. Keeping his body weight pretty straight up and down on the bike. Goes a little wide. Has to hit it. And sends that bike. Up on the beam now. Has to come off the beam a little early. Going down through the bit of depth. Not no bumps. Not so very low long. And the kidney.
Alright.
The kidney now makes the first one looking good.
First tree looks good. I go way wide right here.
Oh, goes way too tight. Way tight. Has to go way out of bounds. Coming around now. Back on the course. Yeah, still out of bounds.
Oh, he didn't come back in and go out, so I think it only counts as 1 out of bounds.
Oh, we have a failure on the ball. On the water balloon.
I can see these enemies are wearing full armor today in case that water balloon doesn't pop.
We have those on the GS Challenge course, too.
Oh, got him!
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, into the tennis balls now.
Get a little steam
Going
going
through the first tennis ball. He's got it. He's got the second. Misses the third. Misses the first drop. And just holds on, I think, to the first one. And completely misses the last obstacle. Kevin, everybody.
Kevin Coleman.
All right,
So we're going to see Kurt start this off, number 08.
an R.
And he's being very daring and going through with full bags on.
Oh my goodness, he jumps and completely misses another obstacle. Kicks the rear end out. Flat run has to put a foot down going into the gap. Hits the framework as he goes through with full bags on him through the snake. Now is the women's course. Flying through. Somebody told him it's a timed event. It is not. No need to go this fast. Getting around now, getting up onto the beam. Gets his front tire up. Gets his rear tire up. Oh, goes just shy at the end of the beam. Gets enough to over the hump. Oh, flying through. Did not so very well on into the kidney. started again. Good up the hill with the tennis ball. Tennis ball one, toss, and misses. Tennis ball two, toss, makes it. Oh, that's the third. Here comes his Willie at the end. Oh! Of motorcycling, very passionate. Coming up and over the Jeter tire, looking good so far. Through the parallels, has to bump off him a bit, does okay. Moves around, into the bit of death. Round to the looks.
He's getting himself warmed up for a challenge later.
He's got his nice adventurous overalls on. Looks like a onesie.
I know, I almost couldn't tell the difference between him and Amy. I thought it was Amy coming out in those overalls.
He'll be wearing those coming into the stakes course now. Comes through. Wow, nice. He's got those lights sticking way out too, so I'm glad you guys are clear on those. Oh, over the parallel line with no issue at all. Down through the dip. Up out of the whoops. Looking around into the audience. Going around now, looking his way through into Disney Bean. This is where usually shines with very good OC handlers.
I think he's really good at weaving. I think that's where he shines the most.
Okay, so the line look at starts wide, goes in tight, goes right on the edge, and makes it! Coming to a stop. Oh, we have a misfire. That's on through now.
He's really like,
proper alignment. He's going for that third and final basket. And
he makes it, he clears that.
all right, coming out over.
Now you got 3 balls. He put him in the barrel. Put him in the barrel.
Gets the first tennis ball and the second, tosses them in, makes one, takes the third in, 2 out of 3 on that.
Oh, nice restart.
And makes his way through with a lead at the end.
Nicely done.
Nothing over the bumps there. Clears the first one. Coming to the teacher coming around, nice and slow. Brakes a little bit. Makes his way through now, loops around, get ready to go into the dip step. Oh, go! Oh, watch that one! Hits the motor run, Angels ACL crushes it, literally.
And yet, the motor still standing.
Going back up, down in. The bit of death plays its second victim. He's back on his bike. You can sense the fear, the intimidation. Trying to start his motorcycle, but it's saying no game. There he goes.
You have a nice custom seat on that. Looks nice and tall and comfortable.
Looking like, I think 2009, did you say that's what it was?
2009.
Yep. Blew his way around. Oh, has to go a little wide there, goes a bit out of bounds. Oh, he goes down again. The bike is on its side, the wheel is spinning. He's now contemplating his life choice.
I feel like he looked at that bike like he was very disappointed in what he was doing for him today.
That motorcycle has said, not enough of this course. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? Do we see him continue?
Alright, we are hearing cheering from that audience.
Alright, we're seeing from the judges it's time to put up the white flag. Is that 2 balls? The crowd is insisting otherwise. So it looks like it's time to continue. What do you say, ladies and gentlemen? Alright! Ryder's moving in. He's not moving, looping his way around. He's at 2 balls, he's got his limit now, he's got to keep that bike upright. He wants to continue in the course, goes up and over the humps. Taking it nice and slow, has to bump it down a little bit, but keeps the bike upright. Oh! Almost drops it.
Yeah, he's still keeping it upright. Verticality lane.
Come up on the speed jump, front tires on, rear tires on, coming through. Almost all the way through. Into the death, up and over the humps. Makes it over the humps into the not so parallel box course. Into the Kidney Bean.
Kidney Bean, the big one.
Going around now. Takes a nice line for the first turn. Makes it through. Looks like there's no issues there. Oh, he goes. Hey, on the seat. Hold off. Oh, he has to go wide and put his foot down
teach you about these motorcycles?
As he just sends the video, has to put a foot down. Comes down, does a nice job in the under. Go around and into the ribbon sports he goes.
And did you see that license plate? The license plate says 30 AED.
That's what it should be. Around now. Has to put a foot down. Let's see how he does. Oh, has to come off the beam there. Going in with that. Now up and over the humps. Getting a little more speed down into that so parallel rods. And now, coming up, nice first turn. Skims the edge there on the out of bounds. Oh, no way! Fly into New Jersey fly out there. That's coming around here, gonna make it stop. And here comes, oh, big fishing. That's always a good sport. After that third ball. Man, 3 for 3, looking good. Now coming over to the tennis balls. He rides on over. Oh, he's got Louise Powers lined up with it. Oh my goodness, he gets the ball to Louise. A second ball tries to go to Louise. They did say you get the ball in any way you wanted, and that's the way he chose to do it. Coming up and over the hump. Hey, a nice run by Chris Louise Powers. All right, Mike is moving. R450 GS. Up and over logs. Now coming to the deeper tire. No problem on the deeper tire. Into the parallels. No problem on the parallels. Coming now through the dip. Whoa! Picks up a little too much speed and starts to go wide. Has to skip an obstacle. Now going back into the snake.
I think I might have considered skipping that one too. Like, you're just getting smacked in the head.
Going around the other ribbon course. You're in a lot of speed. Has to go wide. Ribbon course keeps it upright. She's not lined up well for the parallel. Has to go up and over the beam.
That's alright. She shrugged her shoulders.
Goes through the dip, over the humps.
Over the humps and into those, whatever you call those shows?
The not so parallel logs, and now the kidney beam. Call it out, Louise.
Here's our kidney beam, the equalizer. Goes a little bit wide. That is one way to make that final turn. You go wide early on and come back into it. Now it's time for a little bit of a cool down.
Here we go. Set up, looking for the basketball. Oh, here comes the surprise. Oh, we do not have the
Failure. And she stopped dancing, which she is allowed to do.
Better grab a hold of that ball. It's difficult for you folks to be seeing something
Yeah,
get out there.
it's like a lot of fun. They can really have to grab hold of it. And if you have smaller hands, they can really be really tough to grab hold of.
And here comes the second one goes off the outside of the rim.
All right, we're not guaranteeing her a place on an NBA team.
Oh!
Maybe on the minor league team.
Now we're looking at tennis balls. This is really humming people up, folks. This is the top part.
See, I always said hard no. I can do that last one.
All right.
Nicely done, Mike. And Amy is off in Germany having a good time right now. She's adoring us and partying hard in Germany.
Playing with the Wonderland guys.
Yeah, Amy's Wonderland, folks.
All right, ready, Danielle? Remember
Here we
this
go.
last year?
I was R1400 GS.
Off you go.
This is great music, too.
All right, Danielle has her R1300 GS. She actually picked up this bike right after this event last year.
Coming up and over the deep tire. Looks good. Through the parallels. Has to bump off the edge a little bit. Comes in with a good gap. Got a good form. Tries up, gets a little bit of tension in her body. She's got to relax a bit to make the rest of the work in through the stake. Now into the ribbon course.
Danielle took my women's ADD class last year, and she came and rode with us on my bike this year.
Oh, has to put a foot down to keep like one right through. Grabs that motor. Up onto the beam. Looking good on the beam. Makes it
Nice.
all the way.
Ooh, right across that beam.
Into the pit of death. Oh, but it humps.
And you guys can't see from there, but she was smiling as she came off that beam.
Going now through, not so very long, into the kidney beam, equalizer.
That's a great song choice.
Has to go wide, goes out of bounds to the kidney beam, comes wide in, goes out of bounds again. The tight one.
It's all right, you just put your eyeballs on that next out, so one heads right for it.
Stop now. And it saddles up, basketball hoop. Here comes the water, and he gets the back. Oh, right,
Randy shot it right on in. And number 2. Dixie gets the third one. And she's done.
All net.
Lots of applause from the audience. And now she contemplates those tennis balls, so hang those tennis balls.
This is the tough one now. She's got to get those tennis balls. Goes here, line up, grabs the first one, tosses it, hits the second, takes it. Skips
That's
up
all
the
right.
goes
Right
up.
up and up. Nice queen right in there. You see the next obstacle coming your way.
No problem on the team. Connor has to go a little bit up on the parallel to make it through down for the dip. And around, getting good speed, good body posture, drops her line. Get underneath the limbo into the sink. Now in to the ribbons course. Here she goes. Keeping good body posture, looking through. Good clutch flow control. Clear! Comes up onto the beam now. Clear! Down through the hump. Up and over the whoops. Not so very low ones. And into. Move around now. A wheel test is still close. Got to keep the right line here.
All right, looks like you keep the right lane through that first turn.
Then it goes a little
Push
bit.
it a little nice to the outside.
That's the ball down one. You put a foot down in the process. Now back on the course. Going up.
Oh, and she is tossing the water balloon thrower. Yeah!
All right, she's coming up now and up. Makes the basket. Oh, down! Oh my goodness!
She said I've had enough of those basketballs. I'm going to take them out right now.
We found her kryptonite is a right standing still. When it's in motion, she's got no trouble at all. Oh, there we go again! Oh my goodness gracious. Proving my point.
And she is holding that. Very nice, Teresa.
Wow. The most important
And
thing
I
about
love you guys up in there saying, nope, you're not picking this up. Conserve your energy. There is no penalty for this because she was in the safe zone and she just been informed.
Keep your mind, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness! This game, you got game. Come on up now.
Nicely done, Jason. Way to come back from it. Those dumb tennis balls, man.
Right,
You
she's
got
getting
it.
moving now. Going for those tennis balls. Misses the first one, grabs the second one, tosses it with a foot on the ground. And it goes wide, going out for the
Feels
third
nice
one.
for the photographer. That's what I would have done too.
She's not the one to get to the third, and it goes out! Oh my goodness! Who just threw? Nicely done!
Nicely done, Teresa. Now it's worth noting that Teresa.
Michelle?
One of my friends took my trans album and Paris Sapphire.
Ooh.
I didn't know you had one.
Challenge. Up and over to the top of the barrel,
Took a bit of creating, right?
Number 20 making a nice wide turn, carrying a lot of speed through, going really wide, barely making it through. It
She's
does
only clears the limbo.
into the stake now, still carrying a lot of speed as she goes into the ribbons course, loops around, has to put a foot down, the leg stays upright. Whoa!
Nicely
On the
done.
beam.
Oh, and she's on the beam the whole time.
Comes up and over the humps now into not so parallel logs and into the kidney beam.
Alright, she heads into that first turn at the beginning.
Looping around now.
That's nice. She's going to have to pick her line here wisely.
Yeah. That was good. Go for it. Oh, down! There she goes, the flashing clear water lights, a clear indicator of a lack of verticality. Nice outside again, nice hands down.
The nice thing about those cylinder heads that stick out, sometimes when you drop the bike like that, first of all, it doesn't go all the way over, it makes it a lot easier to pick up, but it also kicks that rear end around her so you still be able to finish off this turn.
Right, here we go. The big stand is up. Great music choice. Alright, Mike's running it in. Using motion. Almost has to put a foot down and has to keep balance. Come over now.
Nice finish on that. Can you see Michelle?
Here comes one. We have a contact.
And she's asking for more because folks in the floor out here.
Up and up. And makes it through. Number one. Makes it through number two. Let's see if she gets a 3 for 3. Number 20. 3 for 3. She's in. Side stand goes up. 5 feet started down. Let's see how definitely treacherous we tennis balls. Coming out the room now. Comes on over. Grabs first tennis ball. Skips the second one. Puts her feet down. Easing that clutch moment to their tennis ball. Puts it in her hand. Throws the ball in. 2 out of 3. Feet go down again.
Keeps that front tire inbound and heads to the final obstacle. And she's off the final obstacle. Nice done, Michelle.
Comes up with no problem. Back down and off. Going to the teeter totter now. Up and over. Nice deep in the parallels. No problem at all. Makes his first hard turn. Loops through. Up and around. Going around the wide bank.
Coming into the limbo. Touching down.
Throttle control. Sounds good. Into the S of the snake and down to the ribbon sports. Why I should say, been that ribbon sports. Although he is in control of it. Nice. Going in now.
Keep that in there.
So far, the lead looking good. Clears the beam and down into the fifth step. Up and over the hump. Into the parallel launch now. And the creepy beam. This is where we see that he can really beam. Remember that wide? Nice. Makes his way through the first part. Here comes the more difficult turn. Sets up nicely. Cuts in a little late. Has to put a foot down. But manages to keep the bike in bounds.
Look at him, not bad. It's only 1 point.
That's right. You only have to do it a couple times. Better than out of bounds. First goes in. Second is in.
Yeah, failure on that water balloon launch.
Water balloon failure. Once again, pretty well built water balloons, let me say. Clean up down to the tennis balls. First tennis ball's in hand. Second drop. Third miss. And misses the throw into the barrel. And off the course. Round of applause.
Well done, Mark.
Looking good into the parallels. Here's the parallels going for her first hard turn. Comes in nicely.
Very nice.
Going in over the hump. Wow, looking good. Gets her head. Clears it into the snake.
Fernanda's still talking about the fact that I let her ride my 900 GS last year and she was kind of smitten with this.
Through now. It's a nice. Wow!
Wow!
Ribbon sport has to come off the beam. Takes out the drone. Goes through the different steps. Up and over the hump. Into the next parallel box. And
Here's that first turn. The tough turn. Take it nice and wide.
turn has to go wide.
A little bit wide.
Takes on the zone as she goes out of bounds. Lining herself up now. Just want to remind everybody while we're sitting here that the briefing for this just challenge course happens today at noon. That's 12 noon. If you were racing, you have to be there for the walkthrough at noon. And the competition starts at 12:30 p.m. All right, she missed a couple.
All right, and she put her side stand down because she's allowed to do that. That's the safe zone.
Coming up, grabs that first tennis ball. Grabs the second tennis ball. Grabs the third. Oh, no! Goes down! Up, not having to lift it. Dennis is coming over to pick up the bike.
She is by with a little help from her friends. Dennis comes, helps put that bike right back up so that she can conserve her energy.
I know what he's good. There's no relax on that bike. That's nice.
I know, that bike is good.
And over! Nice run.
Very nice run for Amanda. That bike looks awfully good today, 59 years old.
Oh, that was good.
But then again, so do you, Sean.
31 coming in now. Zip almost has to put his foot down. Back up right here. Great music. No, stalls the bike and has to put her foot down. That's now 2 gaps, 3 gaps. Now,
If you have that bigger front wheel like that, you have to apparently use a little bit more speed.
he's coming through now. Into the stake now. Race course. Moving through. I guess good work. Making a better. Get up off the beam. All right, there's the beam. Wasn't it there? You have to come off early. People down, nothing on the humps. Things not so parallel locks. Now the guinea bean. Let's see how the skills are here. First turn was scoop ramp. Guinea bean. That will not help him on the second turn. Very good. Slow down the way. Oh! Nice run there. Now stop it and play some hoops. Bike comes to a stop. I see a green. No! Ow! From the water balloon. All right, he's done with the hoops now. Coming up over.
He takes out his own motorcycle with a basketball.
He's got in his hot little hand the first tennis ball. Misses the second one. Drops the first one outside and makes the third one in and now goes up to the final element. Up and down he goes.
Very nice run. All right, number 26 is up now with a teeter totter into the parallel lines, and he comes screaming in. Apparently, this is the time course, and we didn't know. Oh, and he clears the limbo. All right, he heads into the turns. Over the floppy humps. Nicely executed. And straight across the board. Nicely done, no floppy humps. Into the not so parallel lines, and he's carrying quite at his speed. It's like he knows what he's doing on this course. Please that first turn in the QB of equalization. Pushing wide line there, looks good. And he stalls his bike in the middle of the turn. Yeah, they did! Nicely done, Dan, on the 1300. He stops the bike. And he gets all of his points. And
Perfect section of the line there. Nice and down. Line yourself up here. It's really wide. Nice tight turn. Yeah, clear.
In order to complete a turn like that with your weight all on the inside, it means you have to really be pushing to the outside. We did a beautiful job of that.
Side stands. Pitches the first, takes the second, takes the third, hopping back on this motorcycle. Oh, he's going to go ahead and saddle that thing. Let's conventional He's back on the mic. Side stands up. He's decided to go.
Nope, one-sided. This takes good cut control. 2 balls. 3.
Yeah, 3, and this is the last element. Adventure.
I like that bike all figured out like that.
Looks good.
I like to figure my bike like other people know also.
Comes to the course race. Really smooth run there. It's down low. One little scratch now into the sink. And approaching the ribbon course.
What do you think he has in that pocket, Tom?
Hopefully something new to celebrate, but it looks like it's going to be a very good run. Slow and in control around that parallel course. There we go. Up onto the beam. Clear is the beam, looking good. Into the dip, and up double close.
And if you notice, Iggy's motorcycle thing, they are exactly on motorcycle first and then motorcycle top.
Oh, I hear you great.
Rules or no skips, really? We don't want anyone to get hurt. I'm not sure I can see anything looking at that bike with all those clear waters on there. And it appears that Sim is riding this whole course one-handed. He is doing nothing but clutching this bike.
Out of bounds in the stick. Still doing it without any throttle hand at all. Goes in the stick. Captain. Finish course. One-handed, ladies and gentlemen. Now up underneath. Off the man. Oh my goodness.
Take it upright and safety before he went down.
Go up. Oh yeah, if you can pull this off, it gives you one hand. I will be super with you. So far. Oh, that's going to put down. I'm going to down for the next. I'll just do the next one.
And he gets the escort from his daughter, that is his daughter, who is our robot, Harleen Moser.
Do a stop.
And he just hit me.
Oh, we
Yes,
got
he does.
issue. Coming over now to another equalizer. He's got the first tennis ball, the second in his hand, the third, all three.
Oh, yeah, all three in his hand. One made it into.
Doing one by. Nice run. All right, next up.
We probably saw you in Redmond last year, and if anyone is heading out to Lebanon this year for the MOA National Rally, he will be out there as well.
The 2008 is great. Just practice. Maybe you can ride slow.
Well, that's 2008.
Great right there. Really slow up and over the heater tire now with the parallel. Really revving that motor there. He gets through the first turn, walks in, six step, straight turn.
I do just love how those motors sound. They're like just birds.
Yeah, he does that nice move like the Tropovic is off on it. That's a trial fighter stance right there. Really, really impressively slow. He's making way into parallels. In through the rivets now. So slow and control. Very impressive. Handling that motorcycle. Comes on
Well
speed.
done.
Oh, comes off the beam.
He came off the beam, but now that he's going to come right back up.
Not bad. He's going through the humps now.
And that big black dog instantly on the bottom of that pipe.
Oh, a nice rail stop on the hump. And then the knuckle parallel walk is ready to isolate. And his run through the PPD to avoid these two. This is funny that those kind of turn lights at low speed. Nice easy run through the first turn.
You see him shift his weight while he lets that pipe just move right underneath him.
Just going along. Looking good. Coming up
Right
on
there.
first night, goes around, and easily clears that turn. Right now, let's see if he's got game.
And that is a motorcycle in control.
I'll move forward to the top, put the foot
I
down.
feel like he was considering doing it while standing on the bike. I think that's what it was.
Three now. Third one is through now. The real challenge. Now he can't use his throttle. How's he gonna do? He got one tennis ball, two tennis ball in front, the second one, third one and up, 2 out of 3 into the rail, up and over, and what he's gonna do at the end, rail stopping, and a nice speed.
Oh, and the rail stopping half on half off.
Fantastic. GS Adventure. Number 9. Stops to over the heater tire, carries it with a little bit of speed, goes in now to the parallel, clears that, makes his first left turn, drops into the pit down, still working his way around, looking good as he makes his way in. Good form, drops down low, gets one light smack now into the stick.
It doesn't matter, it doesn't mean that they're any points, but it is a little jarring to get smacked in the head by
It
them.
really is. Going in now through the ribbon course, goes a little wide, has to run and put a foot down. Now he's going to line himself up and get on the beam. Oh, he's doing wide
Nice, we
again.
had to restart that bike.
Goes down and misses the entire element. Now going into the dip. Number 9 going up and over the humps. Into the not so parallel walk.
Article 50 GS Adventure became exclusive. We've been made up for a couple of years.
That's right. The rare machine. Coming around now looking good. In the kidney beam. Comes in wide. Goes a little too wide for the turn. Has to go out of bounds. Now going around. Stop. And let's see how he does with the big hoops. Oh, he does a lot of them. We got 1. We got 2. And we got 3. And we're moving on now to what has become one of the most difficult moments. The tennis ball comes in, grabs that first tennis ball, he's got the second hand, gets the third, drops off,
Oh, we got all 3 of them.
has to go out of bounds, runs, you gotta make a choice.